This next video will show you how to fine-tune columns, change paragraph alignment, hang a punctuation outside a margin, and create a drop cap in the InDesign program. In addition to adjusting the number of columns in a text frame, the width of columns, and the space between them, you can create a headline that spans multiple columns. This is called straddling a head. This "Try It at Home" is a headline right here. Use your type tool to select inside so you can have the cursor on "Try It at Home." And then over in the paragraph formatting controls, which is up top up here, paragraph formatting controls, you'll see the span columns icon, which is right about in here on the majority of your devices. If it's not there, you can come over to this menu on the far right side, and you can click on Span Columns, which is right here. In our case, we're going to select Span Columns, and we're going to choose Span All Columns. And then you can preview it, and you see that it shifts to the center, and you can click OK. Next, we're going to balance these columns. In order to balance the column, you're going to need to select the box, the text box, using your selection tool. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see I have my white handles indicating that my box is selected. And go up to Object and Text Frame Options, which is right here. And you're going to select Balance Columns. Balance Columns. If you have Preview selected, you'll notice that this shifted down. And click OK. The text is more evenly distributed over the 3 columns that's there. Now we're going to be working on changing the paragraph alignment. If you come up to the author, which is right here, it says Julia Pepin is a writer. I'll zoom in right here. You'll see that our previous baseline grid gives us a large gap between each of these lines of text because it's aligned with the baseline. We're going to correct that by selecting the text or just using the cursor. You can use the cursor, same concept. Select this paragraph and go over to paragraph and come over here. Right now it's set to align to baseline grid. You're going to select Do Not Align to Baseline Grid, and it snaps up. The text snaps up together. And then in paragraph, you're going to choose Align to the Right. Align right. This shifts all the text to the right. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and you can see that it aligns to the right, right there. Next, we're going to hang a punctuation outside of the margin. If you look carefully, using your selection tool, you can select this pull quote. You can see that the celebrity, the C, is aligned along the blue, the left side of the blue box. And to make it more visually appealing, designers use optical margin alignment, which pushes these quotes out to the left of the story a little more, so the C lines up more with the M. The way you do that is you go up to Type and you click on Story, and in Story it has the option of selecting optical margin alignment, and you see that it shifted over to the left, and you can adjust the size to whatever you feel most comfortably, that it's most visually appealing to your eye. In this case, I like it so that it is set up so the C matches up with the M. In my opinion, it looks a little better. That's about 20 points. The last thing in this video that I will be showing you is how to create a drop cap. So if you use your type tool, you can go to the very first word in the story, which is sure, and open up your paragraph, and you can see in paragraph on the first column, the fourth one down, is called drop cap number of lines. If you increase this For example, there's 2, here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The first letter gets larger. I'm going to change it to 3, and then I'm going to select my S because I'm going to zoom in a little more because this will help me in my next steps. And go to character styles, this character styles panel. Remember, all these styles, paragraph, paragraph styles, character styles, and character, they're all under the type menu up here, type menu. With your S selected, you can choose drop cap. This changes to a different character style of an S. And if you deselect, you'll notice it changes the color of the S as well. Go ahead and select your S and go over to stroke, and we're going to add a stroke. We'll do a weight of 1. And then after you've done that, you're going to change the color of the stroke. In order to do that, click on swatches. Your swatches may look different. It may have a list going straight down. It all depends on how you like your setup. These are my color swatches, as you can tell. Right now it's set to stroke. The box behind it is the fill. Make sure the stroke is selected, and then come over here and choose this burnt copper color, the 20, 70, 100. And then we can change the tint right here. Change it anywhere between 75 and 100. Here's 100. If you deselect it, you can see it has a brown color on the outside with a slight gray on the inside.